Hi everyone, welcome back to Rational Gamer YouTube channel. Today we will discuss what are the main differences in Devil
You've
May
heard of
Cry
it,
3
haven't you?
versions
The legend of
released
Sparta?
for PC.
When I was
We
young,
will
my
be
father would tell me
comparing
stories about it.
Devil May Cry 3
Long
Special
ago,
Edition
in ancient
original
times,
PC
a
port
demon rebelled
and
against his own
compare
kind
it
for the sake
with
of the
the
human race.
HD trilogy
With his sword,
released
he shut the portal
back
to the
in
demonic
2012.
realm
That
and
was, I
sealed the
suppose.
evil entities off
So
from our
this is the
human
special
world.
edition.
But since
To
he was a
skip the
demon
cutscenes
himself,
in this one, you
his
have to
power was
press
also
the
trapped on the other
escape
side.
key. By the way, I'm talking about the default control scheme here on both the games, the original special edition version or the PC port versus the HD collection version for PC. So we will be only discussing the keyboard controls of both the games. What are the main differences when we talk about the keyboard controls and talking about the options as well. If you go into the options menu, by the way, you can go into the options menu by not pressing the enter key. Let me remind you once again, I'm not talking about any customized control, but the very default control the game provides you. So to go into any menu or option, or even choose the menus, you have to use the A or D keys to navigate from right to left or left to right. So do not use the arrow keys. Use the A and D keys to navigate through the menus, and if you try the enter key, it doesn't do anything. So I guess I need to press the K key, which is the jump key in this game. This one is the original version. We have game options, and we have the option to turn on or off the subtitles. By the way, I'm not using the style switcher mode here just to show off the default setting of the game, because once you are using the style switcher, all these options change and you cannot turn on or turn off the subtitles from the options. So we have the subtitles option here. I will turn them off, and we have sound settings, volume settings, screen settings, and then we have keyboard and gamepad settings. Once you have installed the style switcher mode, you can no longer access the keyboard options or the subtitle option. So how do you turn off or turn on the subtitles if you're using style switcher? I have already made a video on that. Please check that out, how to turn on / off subtitles in DMC3. So let's go to the keyboard section by pressing the K. So K is actually the OK button here. So good thing here we have keyboard controls. I checked the YouTube and there are not so many videos talking about the controls of Devil May Cry 3 for PC, because everyone uses gamepad and I'm not kind of gamepad guy when it comes to PC games. I know it's not the best thing, but I like it using the keyboard. Change guns with the Q key, devil trigger with the N key, item screen with the 1 key, map screen with the 4 key, equip screen with the 3 key, file screen with the 2 key. But obviously if you're using style switcher, these keys from 1 to 4 actually switch between styles. Different style like Royal Guard, Gunslinger, or Swordmaster, etc. You can change target with the O key. Also, you can taunt the enemies with the M key, and that's what I'm used to do with the keyboard. Change devil arms with the E key, lock on by holding down the space bar. Lock on to a target while lock on button is pressed. Melee attack is with the J key, and you can shoot with the I key. Style action you can perform with the L key, jump you can jump with the K key. Default camera is with the P key. The funny thing here is once you apply the style switcher mode onto the default edition, by the way, style switcher mode only works with the original version and not with the HD collection. So these keys change, and instead of melee attack, here you can see the melee attack button is J, it changes to I instead. So these two keys, they are replaced with each other. You get the idea. Melee attack and shoot replaces, so you can shoot with the J key once you are using style switcher, and you can melee attack with the I key instead. That's what I like to do. I like using the style switcher mode, but just to show you guys what are the basic default controls on the original version, these are the controls. You get the idea. Let's exit this one by pressing the K, and let's go to the gamepad. You already know these are the default gamepad controls. To change gun, you can actually rebind all these keys if you want, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm happy with the default keys it provides. But obviously later I will apply style switcher, but I will not cover all the controls of the style switcher mode in this video because I plan to do a separate video entirely on the style switcher mode, how to use that, and what are the options that you can change, and what are some things you need to change when using style switcher mode. So I guess that almost covers the original version here. Let's talk about how to exit the game, or how to skip the cutscenes, or how to go back. Let's load a game. And let's go to the demo digest. I just want to play a movie here. So here's a cutscene. If I press the K key, it doesn't skip. If I press the J key, it doesn't skip. Pressing I key doesn't help either. Press the N, M, nothing helps. Press the backspace, nothing helps. And I guess the backspace key is actually the skip key or cancel key when using the style switcher mode.
Sorry,
but we will see about that.
Yet.
The only option we can do here is press the escape key to skip. Now how do we quit the game? That's pretty much obvious. How to go back? By pressing backspace? No. By pressing M? No. Only way to go back is press the J key. So the J key is the back key when it comes to the original default edition of Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition PC without any modes. The only mode I'm using here is the widescreen mode by 13AG. That's the only mode I'm using, and that doesn't really affect to any of the controls and schemes. So you have seen already. Let's go back there once again and check the options menu. You can see all these options here, but when later I use the style switcher mode, these options will not be there. Furthermore, I have also made a controls video dedicated to the gamepad controls and the PC controls. Also check that out. And I guess that was with the style switcher mode applied. How do we quit the game? The only way to quit the game is press the Alt plus F4 keys on keyboard, and then this screen will pop up. It will ask you to confirm the exit, and by pressing the A key, selecting yes and press the K key, we can exit the game. Now let's talk about the HD collection. So here's the HD collection of Devil May Cry 3. I never actually played this one much, but after reading a lot, searching a lot, researching a lot, I decided to give it a go, and so far I like it. I don't know why so many people complain about the original version of Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, but to be honest, I didn't have so many problems, or say any problem, running that version as well. So to skip any movie or cutscene in the HD collection version, press the M key, and that's your skip key. Instead of the escape key, now it is the M key. Let's go into the option. By the way, this time the arrow keys are working fine. for navigation from right to left or left to right, go to the options. You cannot, oh yeah, you can actually go into the menus by pressing the enter instead of the K key. So let's go back. The escape key is also working as the back key, I suppose, here. Yeah, it actually moves your default selection to the exit menu. So if we press the K key here, J key, yeah, J key also works as enter key. So we have two options here, J key or the enter key. We have game options this time. You can turn on the turbo or turn off the turbo. I don't really know what this actually does, but I would like to turn it off. Adjust turbo mode setting. Note you cannot change the language settings mid mission. Okay. Lock on display. I'm kind of a no UI guy, and I like the UI of the game as clean as possible. So I will turn this off as well. Lock on display. We will see about the turbo, what it actually does later. Exit. We have language selection here: English, French, Germany, Italy, Spanish, Japanese, and I don't really know if it will change the voiceovers of the game, but maybe the menu and text, etc. So I will stick with the English for now. And here we have the same option, but this time instead of just turning on or off the subtitles, we have to choose between multiple languages, which is cool. Then we have the volume option, vibration option, brightness, and we have the control option. But this time we don't have the keyboard control options. We can only change the gamepad options. So I will exit that. Exit the options menu as well and load a saved game. Alrighty then. Just load animation, or let's just first go to the demo digest, and I want to play a movie just like we did before, just to see what are the skip keys, as the game doesn't tell you about the keyboard controls. That's sad. Press the I key, nothing happens. Press the J key, nothing happens. Press the K key, nothing happens. L key is actually the skip cutscene key. Or can we press the escape key? Yeah, we can. But if somehow it is not working for you, just press the M key. That also works as the cancel key or go back key, etc. So maybe the L key is actually go back key. I'm not sure about that, as the game doesn't tell you about the keyboard controls. Press the escape key, go back, and I will load a mission. Maybe mission number 3, just to test the keyboard controls of this game. I'm not using any modes here, just the widescreen mode for HD collection so far, even though I have another mode, but it's not activated yet. Oh yeah, and I'm using the enhanced texture mode too. As you can see, the quality of the game is so much better than the original version, and that's why now I prefer this version instead of the special edition original version. Press the M key to skip this cutscene. Press the M key once again to skip that cutscene as well. Enter key works here to start the mission. And I was trying too hard to find the taunt key on the HD collection version for PC, but when I press the M key, this menu shows up. These are the default controls. So the M key is actually working as the escape key or menu key. So when I was trying to taunt the enemy, I press the M key and this is what I get. So I had to press all the buttons on my keyboard to finally figure out the taunt key, and that was the right shift key on the keyboard. Here it is.
Come on, wimp. Come on, wimp.
So I don't know, that's kinda weird because maybe I'm not used to it. So L is the style button, M is the skip button. So just like the original version, L is the style button, K is the jump button, and J is the shoot button, just like with the style switcher mode. And I is the melee combat button. You get the idea? So what about devil trigger? It's also the same with the N key. You can activate or deactivate devil trigger, and by pressing 1, 2, 3, 4 on your keyboard, it doesn't do anything. So if you want to open the map or go into the file mode, all you have to do is press the M key, press enter on the status menu, and then you can select any item, equip any item, go to map or go to file, etc. Yeah, you can even directly go into the options menu from here, press the M key and exit. Yeah, just like that. M key once again to exit from the menu. So these are the controls, keyboard controls for the PC version of Devil May Cry 3 HD collection. I hope you liked today's video, and if I have missed something, or if you have discovered something, or if you know about something, let me know down in the comment section and I will appreciate that. That's it for now. I hope you will wait for my next video, which will be about the style switcher mode for the original PC version of Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Goodbye.